Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This time I'm going to show you how to solve the orb puzzle in the main room in the Tomb of Eilram on Zeffo. So, you cannot complete this puzzle until you first get the Force Push ability, so go ahead and come back once you get that. The quick combat tip for this Tomb Guardian, which you do have to defeat, is once you get the Force Push ability, you can actually push the orb in its chest out of its body, and then it takes a lot more damage. So if you ever play World of Warcraft and you raided Ulduar, this is very similar to the XT boss fight, except it doesn't trigger a hard mode. Instead, it just kills them quicker. Alright, so once you defeat the Tomb Guardian, you want to push the orb that you pushed from the top, and you want to put it inside of this pedestal over here. Or this, I don't know, a dock pedestal, I don't know which one to call it. Put it in a little hole. Once you do that, it raises a big platform right here, but then it will also open the passageway that was right behind the Tomb Guardian. Further, it will also create a bit of a wind tunnel that blows up this ramp, and we're going to use this in a little bit. But first, you want to go through this passageway right here, and then you want to turn left, and then we're going to do a little bit of platforming that involves some wall climbing. So just go ahead and do that. I turned around here because I was wondering if there was going to be a data entry or a scan from BD1 for this wall, but there isn't. So just head out into this cavern, and then you want to grab the wall right here. You want to shimmy to the left for a little bit until you can go up, and then once you can go up, go ahead and do so. And then you're going to come across yet another orb, and this orb is actually right above the door that you went in that the Tomb Guardian was blocking. So push this down the ramp and through the wall using your Force Push ability. You do have to get kind of close to get the full force of it. And then once you have that, you want to push it down the ramp behind the first orb. And then that will cause it to shoot out of that wind tunnel. So just do a couple of force pushes to get it slotted into this little alleyway, I guess. This little, you can see the track on the floor. So that's what you want to get it on. So you're going to force push it down till it falls. And then you want to let it ride the track all the way down. Then you're going to see it fly over to this platform over here. So just go ahead and hop up there. And then we're going to put that orb into another pedestal or another hole. I guess it's like a dish. Kind of looks like a big bowl. But I put it into the slot, and then it will lower the wall to where it left. And then we need to get the final orb. And in order to do that, we need to head back near the entrance. So go ahead and do that. And there's another wind tunnel here that we're going to push the orb through. So what we want to do is, I think you can actually go through that hole right here. Yeah, you can. You can go through that hole, but that's not actually what I'm going to do. Instead, we're going to take the route near the save point right here. This is where you actually have to get anyway, so this is a tiny bit quicker. And then with the wind pushing this orb up, you just want to keep using your force push until you can get it to crash into one of the walls. And once it crashes into the wall, the orb will drop out of it, just like that. So now that the orb is dropped out, you want to drop down, and then you want to push it through this wall right here. You can sort of see the start of a track there. So push it through that wall, and then what you want to do is you want to push this down the first ramp that we used before, and then that will cause it to fly up to the second platform, but then it will get caught in the wind tunnel in the room that it opened, and then it will come up here. Now you can see that there's another track in front of me, and the reason for that is because that's where the orb is going to land, but you don't want it to stay on there too long. Instead, you want to remember your training and push it as soon as it gets in front of you. This way you can stop it, otherwise it will fall down. You got to keep trying. But once it sits in its spot, this is now going to allow you to exit this temple. You can come back here at any time. Don't worry, you're not completely locked out, and there are things that are easy to forget that you may want to come back for. So you want to climb up here, and then there is a highlighted piece of metal right there that we have to use the force push on once again, and that's going to bring us into the elevator, and then we can now push the very first orb we saw. I'm going to push this down the track, and then it will land in its spot, and then this will reactivate the elevator, and that will allow us to take the elevator up and down. So once we come back in here, it's all going to lock up, and we only have one choice, and that is to press the white switch on the floor, and then that will allow us to exit the dungeon. Now, when you get to the exit, you can simply rest at a meditation spot, and then that will reset the elevator. You can go back down. It's a little awkward how they position it, because it's sort of like the steel that you pushed to get back into the elevator is now suddenly covered again. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but just rest at a meditation spot, then you can come back. And that's it. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new videos go live. If you like this content a whole lot, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. And as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.